Hello guys, in today class we will learn about the classes in JavaScript. So what is classes? So classes is a blueprint, okay, and classes is used to create the objects in real life entity. So what is classes? It is a blueprint. So suppose I want to create a user. Sige. Okay, so if there is user, then user must have some name, then must have some age, and we have to add some functionality that he will run or she will run, and no. What I want is I want to print he or she will run. Okay, run. So this is a blueprint. Okay, and now there is no existence of this. Means class will not take any memory inside the storage till the time we not implemented a object. So object is a real entity, and that when we create an object, it will take a storage. It will take a storage in the memory. So let's see how we can implement a class. So suppose I want to create class. So this is the keyword that we are using to create a class here, user. And suppose I want to take the name of the user from the object. How we can do this? We will use the constructor here. So in Java or C++, we have to write the class name, but in this JavaScript, we have to write constructor here. Okay, and what this will carry? This will carry two things. One is name, another one is age. And now what I want is I want to use this keyword, this dot name is equals to name, and this dot age equals to age. So this is how we can implement a constructor and we can create a class. Now I have to create another functionality. That functionality is run. So we don't have to give anything void or something. This is all. And now after that we will perform. Uh, we can use this. There is one type of syntax like this, const message. And suppose if I want to write sum of a plus b is whatever the result is. So one way is we can write sum of a plus, then we can write it like this b, and then plus, then equals to, and then plus, and then we have to write whatever the result is. So there is one way. Another way is we can use the template literal. So in template literal, we can write it like this. We use the backticks. Backtick will be just before the one in per side of keyboard. If you see this. Okay, so that is backtick, which is just above the uh, tab button. So we can, in the template editor, we can write it like this. The sum is equal the sum of, what I want is, if I want to use some variable, we can use it using dollar and then curly braces a, and sum of a and b is whatever the result. So another way is this. This is the better way, or this is the uglier way, we can say this. So just remove this. And now what I want to do is I want to write not user. I want the name here is running. Okay. So how we can create an object? So const user one, and we have to use new keyword. So new keyword is used to create a new instance of a class. New instance means object. Okay. So what happen is if we don't use new keyword, and suppose if I create the two object, one object is this and another object is this. Now they will not have individual identity and they both will come to this, right? Both will come to this. But when I perform some operation, okay, when I perform some operation, then what happen is those both object will be confused and this class is also confused that which object is calling because both have same addresses and both have same functionality because the class is only one. So we have to create two objects. For creating two objects with different locations, we are using that new keyword. So new keyword is basically used to create the new instance with new reference. So here we have to write whatever the class name is, and here we have to pass the values that the constructor will demand. So constructor will demand for name and age. So we'll give whatever the name is, JS, and we write 30 here. After that, if we print this, user1, you will see we get the name to be a JS, age to be a 30. Now, if I want to check that functionality also, user dot, not user, yeah, user1 dot run, and you will see JS is running. So this is basic of a class, how we can implement, how we can create a class, how we can use the constructor, how we can create an object, and how we can add functionality to the class. In next video, we will learn about these classes in more details. So thank you. Thank you guys.